No Russians were harmed in the making of this video. Scam baiting. It's a difficult thing to get right. It's a conversation between two liars. One of them is a scammer who's adopting a false personality and trying to convince the other person that they are who they say they are. The other is a scam baiter who's adopting a false personality and trying to convince the other person that they are who they say they are. For a scammer to be convincing, they've got to have patience. They've got to stick to their story. They've got to make sure that they can come up with realistic answers to whatever questions we pose to them. But do they ever give up? Do they ever get asked so many questions that they literally can't be bothered to come up with new details anymore? I thought I'd try seeing for myself. The idea for this video is that whatever email they send me, I have to respond with a new question. We'll see just how long the scammer is willing to keep making up new details of the story, with the promise in his mind that he'll eventually get my bank account details. So, the other day I got this email from Mr. Ty Domo, but also Mr. Robert Kozlov. Make up your mind, mate. He's claiming to be a Russian banker working in a bank where a wealthy client died from the coronavirus, leaving over $10 million worth of unclaimed funds. Our friend Ty tried contacting the client's home address, but apparently all his family died from the coronavirus too. So, him and his team decided to search for someone else with the same surname, and ended up finding me. They want to present me as the next of kin to his funds, with a view that I'll get $3 million and transfer the remaining $7 million back to him and his team afterwards. So, this unfortunate scammer was going to be the subject of my little experiment. I said, "Hi Mr. Domo. Well, I obviously have quite a few questions for you. If you wouldn't mind answering them before we proceed, that'd be great. You say me and the customer have the same surname. What was his first name?" In reply, he sent me this. This is the thing with scammers. I feel like sometimes they just try drowning out any suspicions by just sending massive numbers of words. He basically says that he appreciates my interest in helping him out, saying that he's not looking to get rich off this, but to invest the funds into the poor and less privileged. He instructs me not to tell anyone about the conversations we're having, and answers my question by saying that the customer's name was Richard. Okay, so fair play to him, he was playing along. But unfortunately for this scammer, I really was just getting started. I said, "Hey Ty, the funds transfer sounds okay, I'm happy to proceed with it, but I do still have another question. My uncle was called Richard Cordner, and he was a very wealthy man. He had 2 kids too. Do you remember your late customer's middle name? Surely you're not telling me my uncle is dead?" He was quick to address my concern, telling me that the late customer was definitely not my uncle, but of course says that I must send him all my personal details so that we can proceed with the transaction. Obviously, I had to oblige. I said, "Alright, let me tell you, that is a massive relief." I filled in my details below. Name, Luke Yoshinori Nagakagawa Cordner. Address, fake. Phone number, fake. ID, no. Actually, ID, yes. ID expiration, 4/20. Date of birth, don't remember it. Place of birth, hospital. Occupation, male escort. Place of work, retirement homes. Position held, you really, really don't want to know the positions I've been held in. By the way, are you single, Ty? In response to this, he sent me another long email about finances, but I didn't care about all that. I was just focused on whether he wanted to go out with me.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
I wasn't too sure what to do next after getting my feelings crushed so hard, so I completely changed the subject, saying, "Ty, listen, just out of curiosity, how did Richard Cordner gain such a massive fortune? What was it he did for a living?" He got back to me once again with a massive thing all about financial processes, and answered my question by saying Richard had invested in stocks, which had increased in value. He then says that he needs an official copy of my identification, so he can verify that I am Luke Cordner. This was obviously an issue, seeing as I'm definitely not called Luke Cordner. I just sent him this, and asked him, "Hey Ty, so this Richard Cordner bloke, where was he from?" He got back to me, saying, "Dear beneficiary Luke Cordner, Okay, sir, Richard Cordner was from New York in the USA. But sir, please send your bank account information so that we can send the money, 4,500,000 United States dollar to you. Or we could send through online money transfers websites, such as Western Union or WorldRemit.com if you prefer so. And there we go. There's the scam. A bit of a weak effort if I'm honest, but it makes my job easier. I said, hey Ty, so you're asking right now for my bank account details for you to send me $4.5 million. That's the plan. Don't you think it'll look a bit suspicious? Nah, there has to be another way. What if you gave it to me in installments? Around $47,513 each year for the next 95 years would do the trick. He replied, Dear sir, we will not be able to transfer the money in this way. Now, please send your bank details to allow the transfer. I would appreciate that you don't waste time. I, of course, ignored his request entirely, and instead asked him if he'd be able to send the money in Canadian dollars. He said he'd be able to. I asked if he knew the total sum in Canadian dollars. He said, Yes, sir, we know the sum. Now please, sir, stop with the questions so we can continue with this transaction so that we have no delay because the account will deactivate in 2 weeks, okay? I said 2 weeks? That's plenty of time. How much is the sum in Canadian dollars? He said, Sir, it's a little more than 6 million Canada dollar. Now stop asking these questions. I will not answer any more questions until you send your details, sir. How else can I send you the money? Okay. I said, oh my, that's quite a few Canadian dollars. I reckon I could probably buy a house with that. And then I asked him a question that I've already asked him earlier. This had the desired effect of pissing him off. He said, Sir, I've already answered that question in previous email. Now send bank account information so I can send your money or online money transfer if you prefer. Now, the idea of choosing how to get scammed didn't really seem like a good option to me, so I went down another path, saying, Damn, nothing gets past you, Ty. Just before I send you my credit card details, why do you trust me in all this? I mean, you don't know me. What if I'm a scammer? This led to one of the most ironic sentences I've ever read. They said, Sir, we trust in you, and you're not a scammer. Okay, now stop the delay and send your bank details or online money transfer details or Bitcoin wallet number quick, sir, because there is little time before the account deactivate, only 1 week. I sensed his patience was running out fast, so I decided to try finding out where he's from. By getting the scammer to click on a link, I'd be able to tell exactly where he was sending the emails from. I said, Hi Ty. Sure, I can send my bank details. Why didn't you just ask me for them earlier? I would have been able to give them to you ages ago if you'd mentioned it. Anyways, can you follow this link for me? It should take you to my bank's website where you can fill in your bank credentials, fill in any amount of money you need, and then hit confirm. The payment will then immediately appear in your bank account with no authentication needed whatsoever. Of course, fake money-making schemes via email are just the kind of thing scammers love, so within 10 minutes of having sent the email, he'd click the link. By checking his IP address, I found he was from Abeokuta in Nigeria, which is a strange place for a Russian banker to live. Where did this link lead to, you ask? Well, to the Bondi Baiter YouTube channel, of course, although this detail did seem to go completely over his head. He said, Sir, the website does not work. It went to YouTube. Sir, please send account name and number and IBAN code so I can send the money because only 5 days left, sir. I said, oh my god, you really don't get it, do you? I'll see you on YouTube, the Bondi Baiter. Thing is, he still got back to me, saying, Sir, don't get what? And what do you mean see on YouTube? I'm not on it, okay? Now send the proper website to bank because time is running out. I said, do you mind, Ty? I'm trying to sign off the video. You might not be on YouTube yet, but you'll definitely be on it soon. Click the link again and tell me what you notice about the type of YouTube channel it is. Regards, the Bondi Baiter. Still, he said, listen sir, you're being very unprofessional in this transaction. I'm trying to help you claim your winnings, but how can I send the money when you not give me a way to send it? If you're not serious about this, tell me now so I can stop wasting my time with you, okay? I don't care about any YouTube channel. I just want to help you, okay? I said, Ty, I am the Bondi Baiter. Baiter. Scam baiter. It's so obvious as well. I'm genuinely shocked that anyone could be so out of touch with reality that they don't get hints that obvious. Come on, mate. Go get a job. And to this, he made a bunch of comments that I definitely can't repeat on YouTube. You get the idea. Anyway, I'm pleased to announce that you can now follow me over on Instagram. It is at Bondi Baiter. And there should be a Twitter account coming soon too, where I'll be posting more updates and little bits of bonus content. Anyways guys, if you are new around here and you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Have a good one.